appreciate y'all. Road to getting monetized. We're only like 2,000 more hours. We can do it, bro. So keep spamming likes, get these views up, and I appreciate y'all.
It's gonna be every single member of the Beatles.
First of all, I just want to appreciate everybody. We are so close to getting monetized. We just need a little bit more. I'm gonna show y'all like how close we are with this video. Hopefully we can do it. So hopefully you get a little rowdy today. Julien, you know he gonna talk shit. I want Julien and Jeremiah to get started. So I might antagonize that a little bit. We'll see.
Number one instigator.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to instigate. Yep. I haven't been in this gym.
I was just meditating, you know, trying to be one with the court. It helps your shot go in a little bit more. You'll see later today. We gonna be lit. Let me see that. Watch this. We gonna be lit.
Different than yours was. Drunk on power and I was pulling up. When all that was getting like an orphan. The class was telling your daddy war. The state was full of runs and forces. The fame was only getting me more buzz. Some of my love was turned lost ones. The pain was blurring my thoughts up. I brought a white queen to the altar. Couldn't happen without Martin Luther. What's the Kelly price? What's the Kelly Costner? What's the Kelly cost? Working as a toaster. Is it really love when it's called love? You would never let me fuck about me fucked up. Why you really run it up for? The truth hurts, homie, tough love. The hero became the villain now. We gon' fit it up for a big amount. She ain't dealing with no shallow house. She wants that iron man like with a pound. Control. That's why people going in the town. Folks, that dope misunderstood. So they had him up and he got it out. So as long as we're whatever you got out. Bring on my movie, I blaze the keys. Sing up in this too much, nemesis too clutch. Your bitches niggas say city don't do Dutch. Might double that, double loss. Over $500,000 on some bubble calls. Everything in excess, I gave you access. Your name got next to the SS. Never too much like what you said. So it's getting right to the Get I checked out the Sexy Red and I came to the conclusion that my lifestyle is not conducive to keeping up with these textures and sounds. So I did enjoy it. I had to harken back. I texted you guys already. I had to harken back to a time to relate. It's called vote.org. And you should actively be looking at elections in your area, both locally, city, state, and federal, because there's a lot of elections where you, as the consumer, can actively work to elect individuals that care about these issues. The only class of people I ever see talk about not voting is hip-hop and black folks. I never see no one else talk about not voting. Am I the only one? Eddie, what's up? Jessica, bro. Rap Life Review is on. Where's our guy Nick?
He's running late, you know.
The LA track.
Yeah, no, spend a little time in Japan, you get a little weird on us. It's like he's international. You know what I'm saying?
International Nick. Wow. International Nick. Well, we got new music. I saw Black. Shout out to Black. I saw him at artist relations dinner last week in Los Angeles. Star-studded. I saw.
You don't get invited to that, Eddie. Is that why you're looking around?
You know what's crazy?
You just have to hear about it.
I saw him that day, and I was like, dang, no invite. And he just kept the conversation going. Yeah. Executive.
I didn't plan it. So I don't even know. I got invited. I didn't know who was invited. I wouldn't want to plan it.
You know, let's split the beans. I was over there.
You should be invited.
I walked over there to our artist relations department that's doing the shit big. I just happened to be in their department that day. They were talking about it. Everyone got real weird. And I was like, damn, no invite. You know, you just think you play like you're joking, but you're kind of serious. I see you joke serious. Yeah, I was joke serious. And ain't nobody extend no invitation to me.
No, that needs to be rectified. I will work on it. All right, thank you, sir.
We'll check back next year, Eddie.
I'll check on that. I saw Jaden Smith, I saw Willow, I saw Kehlani, I saw Black.
Are you just about to tell us everybody who was there except us? Like,
Yeah,
where does this go?
Like, because I saw Black and he was very excited about the music he's about to drop.
That's on fire too. That's on fire.
Kehlani was very excited about her album that's I think dropping this week. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we got that's all. He was trying to tie it. And I was just trying to tie it all together that I ran into the guy and Black and somebody we all like. What's that? Well, because you guys, I'm invited, which I didn't know. Where they were invited. Sexy Red, new tape out on the cover of the Rap Life playlist this week. I checked out the Sexy Red and I came to the conclusion that my lifestyle is not conducive to keeping up with these textures and sounds. So I did enjoy it. I had to harken back. I texted you guys already. I had to harken back to a time to relate. It's also music that I can't really drive around to because I have kids in the car at all. And I have an 11-year-old who's very awake. Yes. Of fun. Okay, but what else just completely awake? But she does listen to Summer Walker, which is, I mean, we all but it is. Yeah. So, yeah. I can't just sit with my 11-year-old listening. Yo, but Sexy Red, great rollout. Very noisy rollout. And you got any insight, Low and Jessica?
I heard it. It was cool.
It was sexy.
It was a sexy red. Like, you can't really compete. It was a sexy red. It suits her fan, suits her.
She doing more Sexy Red. Now, Jessica, Eddie, any assessment?
So, Sexy Red just isn't, I'm not the demographic for Sexy Red. She don't really do it for me, and that's fine with me, and that's fine for Sexy Red and her fans. I'm good. I hope y'all enjoy it, though.
Now, if you were living a different lifestyle, you were still outside in the strip club. This is the second week we bring it up.
Yeah.
Sexy Red. If you was really out there like that, were you able to take a time travel back in time?
Certain albums and certain music you gotta hear outside. Since I ain't outside, Sexy Red ain't for me. So if I was outside, then yeah, I would
give him the ball.
View of Sexy Red and her album and her music. But since I'm very domesticated at this point, all I'm doing is watering plants and playing with my dog. It don't really.
Get this one.
People got me fucked up. They're not even wrong with it. Like, they got me fucked up. Like,
so I really like, I actually was listening to the Baby John thing this weekend, right? Because I feel like that radio or tied to a lot of shenanigans maybe that we've seen in the past.
Yeah, and I would have been guilty of that too. That's what I thought going in, and I was surprised by that song, by, Beneficial, by Ring Ring. There's like a lot of really dope, and I was asking him about that, like how, on this tour and how they just are smaller, it's like really intimate for the day one fans, how are they reacting to songs like this, and why did they make it in the past? And he said he felt like he always had to live up to that persona that we knew before, and that he knew the records that were working, so he just kept leaning on those. So he said he's recorded a lot of songs like those over the past few years, and he would just throw them away, like never put them on because they didn't feel right. So I do hope people will check it out. I like the album. I was really surprised by it. So I had a great joints on it. It's interesting. I don't know, he's in a different space. He obviously had a lot of controversy the past few years, so like he said, he's moving different. He's wiser. He's focused on raising his kids or something.
I can't remember the context for it, but I believe he had an album dedicated to his brother, and if I'm not his brother, I believe, committed suicide, and he dedicated the album to him and had some songs that like really were, breaking down his emotions and his feelings and the loss of losing someone so close to him. So him diving into deep subject matter isn't necessarily new, but it's the narrative game. Like, we know it hits, and we know some of the online, some will perceive them as shenanigans, so that becomes what the baby is to a lot of people, but he's always dived into deep topics.
I would say that I think a miss, maybe on this chapter where the baby's at. I remember hearing him,
Yeah, that record was fun.
and he had a verse on it, and everybody was like, yo, I think sometimes artists miss opportunities, especially in hip-hop, because like you said, he was chasing a certain thing that had been very successful. And so the narrative or the marketing or whatever becomes, that's who this artist is. I think an artist like the Baby would be served very well to like a producer-specific tape of some sort. The Baby in Metro Boomin, or even, this may be something who might think this is crazy, but like, the Baby in 19, in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So something that's like very like, something just is very hip-hop and very thoughtful, and the beats are very hip-hop and very intentional, and it's for people who like thoughtful rap, and it's rolled out with that.
Yeah. I don't think that's too loud. I think that's actually a great thought, because on the party he also says that he wants to, put me up there with Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and talk about his things, but not necessarily.
Got it.
Yeah. He also started like a mental health organization after his brother passed away, the Baby Cares, so people could get help. And he spoke about basically when he put that music out, not wanting to go on a press run and talk about his pain and his family's loss and really lean into that, but he feels like he's just like in that different pocket. Anyway, I was surprised. It was my first time meeting him. He's not what I thought he was going to be like.
He's very talkative, it's a great interview. He got something to say.
Very engaging. He'll come in the room and the room of love, like for real. So it's weird, the disconnect between what we experience with the Baby and what the public perceives him as.
Well, yeah, because I think that he's had a lot of incidents.
Some conflicted too. Like, let's not act like it's okay.
That shapes people, you know what I'm saying? You can't run away from that. Shout to Ludacris back outside. For the legends pull over. Look, we've had over the last year and change a resurgence of cats that have been doing this for a while, and we've been very happy. Ghostface, Nas and Premier, Slay Rick, AZ just dropped
the clips that count.
Clips, obviously, T.I. What else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing some names if y'all think of them, but why wouldn't we be the same song? No, I'm talking, I like the song. But is that with the beat? Him?
The beat is cool, because I heard like they did a session and they put like maybe 6, 7 pieces to Latin pitch. I don't like what he did with it. I thought it was completely different.
Okay, fair enough.
As someone who used to be a big Ludacris fan, he he has hits, right? He has hits. No, yeah, okay. His like selection hasn't always been the best. Like no.
Well, I think
Yeah, his beat selection on his albums isn't always great, but he got hits. So the ones that hit
on, you rap, we take it from here.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you get a metro, they can give you direction. And it's easy necessary to does the job, I guess. But you know, that's what Ludacris does. But he be rapping his ass off. So shout out to Chris Bridges.
JT talking about an album on the way after releasing his single Numb. In a recent interview with Complex, working to release a full album later this year. Lo and I really liked the last JT album. We did. We really did. JT, we get to it. So let's see what this next thing is gonna sound like. Snoop Dogg is dropping a biography. Right? You said you didn't listen to the Snoop Dogg album because he had a fake beard on.
I didn't say that sentence. That's not the sentence I said. Nah, I tried. That was great. What did you say? That was funny. I said I had not been inspired to listen to Snoop's new music as of yet. And then we were separately talking about his various personas, and then he decided to tie those two together. So yeah, I mean.
You think he's gonna talk about Snoop Lion in his biopic? That was
okay. I want to have a separate conversation, right? Can we stop biopics? I think we're kind of biopicked out.
It's not gonna stop.
No, but like there's been an insurgence of biopics. Like there used to be like every now and then we get a rain.
They just go.
And then you get something else. But man, recently they've been ODing. Like no one went and watched that Bruce Springsteen one. We got a Queen one. We got
Were these all on Netflix?
No, these are theatrical releases. What's my Elton John? We got that. We got what's the one Timothy Chalamet did? The dude that be man, what's that motherfucker that be God dang, Bob Dylan. We got that, man. Like
Bob Dylan.
And I've heard a theory. I've heard a theory that a reason why we're getting some
Freddie Mercury.
So you like a lot of Queen? Yeah. The Whitney Houston one, no, that was like no song. Influence. Yeah, Whitney Houston like that's the problem.
I think as these legends get older and they wanna also tell their story with their right. I think that's what's happening. You know, we're getting to a time that people want to make sure their story is.
I've heard a theory though that because the music isn't selling the way it used to, and because the people are selling the rights to the music, these bigger companies are pushing these biopics out because it causes people to stream the music once the movies come out. Because they invested so much in buying these artists' catalogs. Think about some of the people we said they're not here any longer. So how do you capitalize on them? Because even if we're getting a Beatles biopic and it's going to be every single member of the Beatles is getting their own biopic movie, I've heard that the reason why they're releasing these is these companies are trying to get their investment basically out of the money. Because, after a few years, people just stop listening to the music as much, and this is how they can garner interest. That's just a rumor.
No. I think it's a great business. If I own a catalog of someone and I figure let's tell a story. Let's create more content around this music beyond just people streaming. Like what are the other things we can do with this music that can entertain people? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's I don't see it as problematic. I like it. As much content is coming out across all these platforms.
That's what I want, bro. Because some of
now that's a different comment. They're all bad, then yes, that's a problem. And also, not all. But by the way, they're not all bad. Like I named 3 or 4 that I like. We just said it's too much.
And the issue too was a lot of them. Because now we're at the age where we live through it, and then there's books, and you've lived it. The timetable's off, and they're not actually telling facts. They're telling like versions of true stories that aren't.
It's not a documentary.
It's not a documentary. So then and I'm gonna say that's a us problem. It's not a a movie. Movies exist in their own form of media, but it's weird when you watch them like that. It didn't really happen like that, but okay. So it's saying that.
Pictures.
Yeah.
So,
and I think he turned to X-Square. I think he owns that now.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Track those screenshots.
How do you? Oh, who made it, guys?
Hey.
Sorry for my mistake, guys.
Nah, listen, man. And we're lucky that you're here and didn't hear the first portion of the show. Because that way you can't tell us what we screwed up.
I took care of one better.
Appreciate it. Cardi B wraps up the successful tour in Atlanta. The last show did not go off without a hit, though. Social media kerfuffle she had, you saw that, right? Where she was screaming at the security tape herself and was like, I'm not performing, and then stormed out.
And they came back in and performed.
And then,
Look, I was good. She said somebody resolved it, but Cordor, like, her tweeter.
They did. That camera went all right on time, though, for the shenanigans.
Man, that shit perfectly. She was like,
Wait, I'm upset. Let's do the record.
Smart, though.
And caught that joint.
Smart.
Hey, listen, she keeps the story going. This Cardi B's good. This Cardi B's real good. So, salute to Cardi B on a successful tour.
And some of the best, like, random guest appearances, like, I remember she had Missy, Vibes Cartel, T.I., crazy.
That last show.
And Jimmy Carter's, like, daughter came and gave her, like, an autograph to, like, Jimmy Carter book or something like that. I'm like, yo, you really out the mayor of New York posting about her, talking about, like, we're trying to...
The mayor of New York has a whole campaign where he went and shot the commercial backstage. It was for a kid signing up for school.
Yeah.
Early. I think it's 2K or 3. 2K, yeah, for everybody.
Do that.
Lil Wayne's in his feelings. You guys care about that?
Yeah, I care.
what you got to say?
I care about it. Here's my thing with Wayne.
Because I got hired to before.
It would be better if you didn't talk about these things, right? Like, you're not wrong. You're not, like, Wayne, like, top 10 rapper ever, possibly. His highs were higher than...
Got done playing some twos. I think it was competitive. I mean, everybody had one, went down to the last spot. Me and Bryce ended up getting it, but let me know who was cooking. Let me know who was getting fried. Let me know who we should add. I know we got Mike Harden. We got, like, this dude named Laquan Butler. He's tough. So, yeah, just gonna try to drop more videos. I appreciate y'all. Road to getting monetized. We're only like 2,000 more hours. We can do it, bro. So keep spamming likes, get these views up, and I appreciate y'all.